baby, you're no good.
Tigers, leopards, and a little Toto too. Great songs from a great time.
North Central Arkansas's place for your favorites. The Trip, KGFL.
When I was a young boy, Clinton Yellow Jacket boys baseball and girls softball is on the air on the Trip. We're going to be featuring games by both teams this year. Coach Prince is returning several from the team last year, and the Lady Yellow Jacket softball coach Hudson is also returning several players from last year's conference champ team. This afternoon's game is brought to you by First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, by Conway Regional Medical Center, by Joe Lee Chevrolet, by The River Insurance, by Ralph Black, Attorney at Law, and by F.L. Davis Ace, by Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, by Ozark Health Medical Center, by Goods Cash Saver, and by the Farm Bureau Insurance. The player of the game brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and all the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Facebook and YouTube coverage, when wireless internet is available, is brought to you by Cowboy CDJR and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Your announcer for today's game, KHPQ Sports announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for exciting Yellow Jacket sports action on the Trip 94.7 and 97.3.
Yellow Jacket baseball is on the air. And Yellow Jacket baseball is already underway as we are into the first batter here in the first inning, as they've started about 8 minutes early, and Nathan Wilson grounds one up the middle. Butler fields it on a hop. Wild throw. And Nathan Wilson will be on to start the game. A nice play by Butler just to get to the ball. It was grounded past the pitcher towards second base. At the last second, that ball took a bad hop on Butler. He stayed with it. Made a nice catch, had to throw off balance, and the throw was wide of Tharp at first. And the Yellow Jackets have the leadoff man here on in the first. Thank you can join us today. I'm Mike Hawley. Bochy Hester is away, but he's watching baseball, and I bet he's probably listening in up in Mountain View today as the Yellow Jackets, some of their summer teams, are playing tonight in Mountain View. Russ Hensley, grandson, by the way, is up now. This is for third place. This is a big ball game. As you go to the regional next week, you would much prefer to be third than to be fourth seed as you head up to Walnut Ridge next week. There goes Wilson. There's the throw, and he is safe at second. Good throw by the catcher. Just beat it at second base on good speed by Nathan Wilson. Jackets have leadoff man at second. Nobody out. Russ Hensley at the plate. Jackets come into this game with a record of 12 wins, 9 losses on the season. They were 6-3 in conference play, and the fourth seed coming into the tournament. They've won 2 of their last 3 ball games. And they take on a Penguin Tiger team that is 13-7 on the year. They were 6-2 in conference play and were the third seeded team coming into the tournament. Back to play, and Cade Rowland on the mound for Penguin. Hits the corner there. Count now 2-1. Cade Rowland, an outstanding young pitcher for the Tigers. Only a 9th grader. And he has had a whale of a season in his first year of high school baseball. Wilson leads away at second. And a curveball outside. Now 3-1. Several good young pitchers in this league. Russ Martin from Rosebud, only a 9th grader. Cade Rowland, only a 9th grader for Penguin. Wilson leads at second. Trying to hold him close there now. Here's the pitch. And ball 4 outside, and the first 2 Yellow Jackets have reached today. That'll bring in Carson McCormick, the First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the ball game. 3 for 4 last night against the defending state champion Harding Academy Wildcats. Also scored a run. He accounted for all 4 Yellow Jacket runs. Had a ringing double last night. Knocked in 2. Eventually finished with 3 RBIs. Got a chance to do it here in the first inning. Pitch is just a little bit high. Ball 1. Penguin played late last night, lost a heartbreaker to Rosebud by a score of 3-2. Rosebud got 3 in the first. Braxton Butler held them scoreless the rest of the way, and the Tigers mounted a furious rally in the 7th inning. Shot foul down the right field line. Russ Martin from Rosebud pitched the first 6 innings. He's the young man that pitched the perfect game against Clinton. couple of weeks ago. They pulled him out to begin the seventh. The relief pitcher gave up the first three batters, reached base, and scored a run, cut it to 3-1. And they had to bring Martin back in to try to finish it. And Rosebud finally won the game by a score of 3-2. Jackets put up a valiant effort yesterday against Harding Academy. Trailed 3-2 and 7-4 before Harding finally scored 5 runs over the final 2 innings to win 12-4. Ground ball up the middle. Could be 2. Butler has it, boots it, picks it up, though, and steps on the base. And only gets 1 out there, and there'll be runners now at first and third with 1 out. Once again, bad hops around. We saw that yesterday. The Yellow Jackets got 3 bad hops around shortstop where the grass meets the dirt. And that looked like a tailor-made double play ball. And when it got to Butler, it took a bad hop. He did a good job to block it, keep it in front of him, and then step on the base. But the Jackets now have first and third. Only 1 out. McCormick at first with good speed. Wilson at third, good speed. Job Chalk at the plate. Shows bunt, takes 1 high. Chalk had a big double in the 7th inning last night against Harding Academy. And another great ball game on defense at first base for Job. Jackets trying to jump to an early lead here. Rowland checks the runner at third. There goes McCormick. Pitch is high, no throw. And the Jackets have first and second with nobody out. Penguins has Evans at third, Butler at short. Hutchins at second, Tharp over at first. Baker behind the plate. Here comes the 2-0. And ball 3 high. See what they want to do here on 3-0. Cole Prince on deck. Roland winds and fires. Takes the strike there. Taken all the way now, 3-1. Chalk still ahead in the count. These two teams played back on April the 19th. Pangburn won that game at Pangburn by a score of 10-0. Here's the pitch, and popped up on the infield, now in foul territory. Tharp near the Clinton dugout, and makes the catch, and that's a big out for Rowland. And now 2 out, runners at second and third. And that'll bring in Cole Prince. Good play by Tharp. Had to play that one over near the Clinton dugout. Jackets now need a 2-out hit if they're going to score. Wilson good speed at third, though, if the ball gets away from the catcher. Here's the pitch. And gets away. Now they're going to call it a foul ball. Half swing by Prince. Just caught the bat. In that game on April the 19th, Braxton Butler, the shortstop, pitched a 2-hit shutout against the Yellow Jackets. He pitched a whale of a game last night against Rosebud. Gave up 3 unearned runs in the first inning. Tigers lost eventually by a score of 3-2. Curveball, strike. Nice off-speed curve by Rowland. And now he's got Prince in the hole now, 0-2. Crowd still filing in here for this ball game. Championship games coming up next. And pitch is high. Rowland wanted to show him one out of the strike zone there. See if he would chase. Cole laid off of it. Base hit could score 2. Jackets would love to jump on top. Maybe set the tone early in this one. Rowland winds and fires. Ground ball towards second. Second baseman fields it. And over to first. Gets him by a step, but that'll retire the Yellow Jackets. First 2 Jackets reach, but they leave 2. Don't score. And we head to the bottom of the first. Pangburn coming to bat. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
A service of King Sullivan Radio, K234BB and 94.7 FM, KGFL 1110 AM, Clinton.
Jackets threatened but did not score in the first. And Penguins coming to bat. It'll be Cole Ramsey, Braxton Butler, Brian Hutchins, Trevor Evans, cleanup batter, batting fourth. Cade Rowland batting fifth. Rhett Tharp, the first baseman, batting sixth. Bo Baker, the catcher, batting seventh. Stephen Tomon, the left fielder, batting seventh. Andrew McCord, DHing today, batting eighth. And Xander Kane out in right field for the Tigers. Be Ramsey, Butler, and Hutchins. Evans, Rowland, and Tharp. Baker, Tomon, and McCord. Tamajin? I wondered about that when I saw it, but I didn't get a interpretation from the coaching staff before the game. Cole Ramsey steps in for the Tigers. Hinchley at third. Prince over at shortstop. Dylan Jones at second. Joe Chalk at first. Carson McCormick in his spot behind the plate. And Hastings' first pitch is a strike called. Wilson, Widener, and Johnson in the outfield for Clinton. Trammell Hastings coming off maybe his best start of the year last Thursday at Mountain View. And a curveball for a strike, and he jumps ahead 0-2. Gave up one run last Thursday at Mountain View. Here's Hastings' pitch. Curveball again. This one's high. We see a lot of time in basketball, these third, fourth place games, a lot of time it's tough for the teams to bounce back. Whichever team really wants it the most the next day usually wins these. As you've mostly gone all in the night before to try to win that semifinal game. A lot of times it's hard to bounce back the next day for one of these, but it is important. Swing and a miss, and Ramsey goes down. Hastings gets his first strikeout of the ball game, and that's how the Penguin first inning starts. Trammell struck out 6 that day against Mountain View. That'll bring in senior Braxton Butler. Playing shortstop today. Outstanding center fielder. And also has become a pretty good pitcher over his high school career. Takes a strike here. Big curveball. Catches the corner now, 0-2. Got here at the ballpark at about 2:30 in bright sunshine. And now the Penguin first base coach, Wade Butler, wants a conference with the base umpire. Little disclaimer here, Braxton Butler, my distant cousin from Penguin. That's his dad down at first. Assistant coach for Penguin. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off, stays alive. 0-2. Pangburn coached by Caleb Crisp in his first year at Pangburn. Been assistant coach for several years at his alma mater at Ball Knob. And curveball bounced into the ground, fielded by Prince. Going to be a long throw and safe at first. And once it got past Russ Hensley at third, it was almost no chance for the shortstop to throw him out from deep in the hole. Butler reaches with Pangburn's first hit of the day. Bringing Brian Hutchings, the second baseman. Butler with good speed at first. So we got here in bright sunlight at 2:30. Now it's overcast, still muggy, with a slight breeze blowing from the left field corner to the right field corner. There goes Butler, pitch in the dirt. Throw by McCormick makes it close, but Butler's safe at second. McCormick had to backhand one in the dirt there. Did all he could to make that play close at second. Rosebud Harding Academy play next for the district championship in baseball. Pangburn and Harding Academy play for the district championship in softball. That's the 1 and 2 teams in both brackets. Hastings' pitch is in the dirt, blocked again by McCormick. Keeps Butler at second. Over my shoulder, Ball Knob and Newport are playing for third and fourth place in softball. And the pitch is outside. Hutchings walks, and now the Tigers have 2 on in the first, just like the Yellow Jackets. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Trevor Evans, a senior for this Tiger squad. Here's the pitch. Curveball just high. Hope you're able to watch on the live stream. We've had a little trouble with the signal today. First time in a while. That'll be on KHPQ Facebook, KHPQ on YouTube. Evans has a 2-0 count. Jackets check second. No throw there. Jackets have qualified for the regional tournament next week. That'll be played in Northeast Arkansas, Walnut Ridge High School. Hastings throws a strike, now 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way, and a shot toward left center field. Wilson on the run to his left, makes a nice play and gets it back in. And Evans hit that one right on the nose. And Wilson with a good play going to his left makes the out. And now there's 2 outs here in the Pangburn first. And now Hastings has a chance to get out of the inning here. Cade Rowland, the hitter, takes a strike. Rowland, the freshman, not only a good pitcher, he can hit the baseball. Jacket infield, everybody's deep, looking for the force out. Now look for the pickoff at second. No throw there. Jones tried to get in behind him. Rowland, the younger brother of Pangburn star basketball player Luke Rowland. Luke now playing college baseball over in Oklahoma. Connors State Junior College in Warner, Oklahoma. Here's the pitch, and takes a ball now. 1-1. Connors State, one of the top junior college baseball programs in the country, and Roland, one of their top pitchers as only a freshman. And he may be listening in today. And the pitch is high. Rolling ahead and count now 2-1. He's looking for something to hit. There's the pitch. And outside now 3-1. Rhett Tharp on deck. The 3-1 pitch on the way. And ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. A single and 2 walks have loaded the bases for the Tigers. Rhett Tharp, the hitter. Tharp, a sophomore. Here's the pitch. And a strike called on the corner. Hastings gets ahead. Infield deep. Just want to knock it down. Got to force out at every base. Here's the pitch. And pitch behind him. That curveball never broke. Went behind the batter. Fortunate that didn't hit the hitter. That would have forced in a run. Yellow Jackets failed to score in the first. Let's see what the Tigers can do. Ground ball towards short. And booted by the shortstop. And a run's going to score on a ball hit toward the hole at short. The Jackets could not make the play. And Pangburn jumps out to a 1-0 lead. That's the second ball today hit between short and third. If Prince could have caught it, his best play probably would have been to third for the force out there. It would have been a tough play to throw it across the diamond for an out. And Pangburn now leads 1-0. Bo Baker, the hitter, the catcher. Pitch popped up and fouled out of play. That one lands in the middle of the softball field. At about the same moment that the girl from Newport walked. Hastings' pitch is swing and a miss on a high fastball. Now 1-2. Jackets trying to keep it a one-run ball game here in the first. Hastings' pitch is outside, now 2-2. Glad you could join us today for Yellow Jacket Baseball. Fans still coming into the ballpark here on a muggy Thursday afternoon. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And Hastings gets a huge strike out there. His second in the inning. Pangburn picks up a couple of walks and a single. And they do pick up a run as we head to the second. It's Pangburn 1 and Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Clinton put 2 on in the first, failed to score. Pangburn loaded the bases and did come through with a run. They lead 1-0 here in the second. It'll be Titus Johnson, Zane Widener, and Dylan Jones due up. Anybody gets on, it'll be the new hitter today. It'll be designated hitting today. It'll be Peyton Gray. He'll be DHing for the pitcher today, Trammell Hastings. Johnson leading off for the Yellow Jackets. Takes a ball. Oh, nope. Check that. They're going to call out a strike. Borderline outside corner. Johnson 0 for 3 yesterday, but he did score one of the Yellow Jackets' 4 runs. And a swing and a miss. Now he's in the hole 0-2 on that high fastball. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. And Rowland retires Johnson on 3 straight pitches. Gets his first strikeout of the ball game. And that's how the Clinton second inning starts. And I'll bring in Zane Widener. And he's fooled on a curveball. Half swing. Strike 1. "76 degrees here in Searcy. Outside and back to the screen. Last couple of days been the best weather of the season. We played mostly cold, wet, and windy all spring. A little more like baseball weather here this final couple of days. Widener takes one outside. Head coach Robert Prince over at third. Assistant coach Jace Powers, first base. And Widener takes one outside. Now the count runs full 3-2. Assistant coach Cody McKnight in the dugout today, along with managers Trey Hinchy and Brayton Collins. Here comes the payoff. And a swing and a miss. Widener. And I think the scoreboard actually was wrong. It had 3-2 up there. Widener misses, and he's still up there. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called on the corner, and Widener thought that was ball 4. Took off for first, but the umpire punched him out. In 2 straight strikeouts. Dylan Jones, the hitter. Curveball on the corner, strike called. Pangburn up 1-0. We're in the second. See some Lady Yellow Jackets making their way into the ballpark. Did y'all shoot some basketball today? Okay. Got to check with you, see if Coach Post is working today. They say every day. They love the weight room. And Jones is hit, and he heads to first. And the Jackets have a runner here in the second. Jackets hit 5 Harding Academy Wildcats yesterday in that 12-4 loss. I had a little head throwing yesterday in that St. Louis, New York Mets game yesterday. I had a little bench clearing brawl before that one was over. Gray, the hitter. 9th place hitter in the order for the Yellow Jackets. Pitch ball gets away from the catcher, back to the screen, and Jones will head to second. And Peyton Gray has a chance to tie this one up with a base hit. Runner at second, 2 outs. Jackets trail 1-0. Rowland takes a long time. Gray wanted timeout, and the umpire wouldn't give it to him and takes a ball. If you're watching on TV, Gray put his hand up asking for a timeout. Gray did a good job of staying in the box. The umpire didn't grant it, so if you step out, pitcher throws a strike, it's going to be called a strike unless you're granted timeout. Steps back in. 2-0 the count. And now it takes a strike. Now 2-1. Nathan Wilson on deck, the leadoff man. Checks the runner, comes to the plate, and ground ball hit toward third, fielded by Evans. His throw across the diamond is good, and that'll end the inning. Jackets pick up a runner on a hit batter. They leave Jones at second. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Pangburn 1 and Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Payment comes to bat in the second. They lead 1-0. And first pitch swinging, base hit to center field. Right back through the box. And Steven Tomajan with a leadoff hit for the Tigers. Second hit of the game for Pangburn. And that'll bring in the DH, Andrew McCord. And shows bunt. Good bunt to third. Hensley fields it. Looks at second. Now goes to first for the out there. And a good sacrifice by McCord. Now he gets the runner Tomajan down to second. Hastings gets the sign he wants. Here's the pitch. And it's high. And back to the top of the order with Cole Ramsey. Ramsey struck out to open the ball game. And takes ball outside, now 2-0. Ramsey, a right-handed hitter. Hastings, a right-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch, and it's high, now 3-0. Outfield deep and straight away for Ramsey. So is the infield. Here's the pitch. And a strike call, now 3-1. Yellow Jackets in the first base dugout today. As the visiting team, Tigers over on the third base side. Tigers dressed in their white uniforms, trimmed in red. And the pitch is high, ball 4. Now 2 on here in the Penguin second. That'll bring in Braxton Butler. Singled and scored the only run of the ball game back in the first. Got down in the count 0-2, and they had a ball deep in the hole at shortstop and beat it out at first. And now pops it up foul and out of play. And that one lands on the softball dugout. I tell you, this is the only ballpark you come to. You watch your game, but you got to dodge foul balls from the other game. Hastings pitch, and a strike called. A good pitch on the inside corner. And for the second straight at bat, Butler's down on the count 0-2, but he is a good handler of the bat. 0-2 doesn't bother him much. Hastings pitch, curve, and hits him in the back. We saw that earlier. Didn't break, went behind the Penguin hitter. That one got Butler in the back. And as a pitcher, you hate that. And he got an 0-2 count and hit the batter. Second hit batter of the day. And now the Tigers, for the second straight inning, have loaded the bases. Only 1 out. Ryan Hutchings, the hitter, he walked in that first inning and fouls one back to the screen, and he was right on that one. Trevor Evans on deck. Jackets need a double play here. Pitch is a strike on the corner. And now 0-2 on Hutchins. Trammell's got 2 strikeouts so far today. You could use one here. Here's the pitch. And ground ball slowly hit toward the middle. Prince gets it, flips it to second, and out there on a close play. But a run scores. And the Tigers now lead 2-0. Boy, that ball took forever to get to the shortstop. Slow infield grass. You knew you weren't going to get 2, and there's a close play at second. Butler out on a bang-bang play, but the Tigers pick up another run. Tamajin scores the run. And there goes the runner from first. He's going to steal second without a play. Ramsey over at third. Hutchins now at second after the stolen base. And fly ball shot toward right center field. That may get down, and it does. It'll be a base hit. 2-run score for the Tigers. And Evans ends up with a 2 RBI double. And Penguin extends their lead now to 4-0 over Clinton. Evans hit a shot toward left field back in the first. The Yellow Jackets ran that one down. This one was in the right center field gap and fell for a 2 RBI double. Ramsey scored, Hutchings scored. And that'll bring up Cade Rowland with a chance to help himself here. Fly ball right field. There's Johnson coming in, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Tigers pick up the Tigers pick up 3 runs in the inning on 2 hits and a walk and a hit batter. And as we head to the 3rd inning, it's Pangburn 4, Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here's the pitch. You swing. It's a deep drive to left center field. You've hit a home run with Farm Bureau Insurance. From great rates and local agents to fast, fair claim service, it's Farm Bureau Insurance. See Kai Rhoda, Ty Glover, or Mickey Parrish for all your insurance needs at Farm Bureau Insurance today at 501-745-2117. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4:30. That's Farm Bureau.
Well, Pangburn gets 3 runs in the 2nd inning. They extend their lead now to 4-0. The Yellow Jackets have got to get going here. I have the top of the order up with Wilson, Hensley, and McCormick due up in the Clinton 3rd inning. Jackets have had some runners, but still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Wilson reached on the error to open the ball game back in the 1st. Takes a curve here for a strike. Rowland struck out 2 so far. The big right-hander to the plate. And a swing and a miss. Now Wilson in the hole 0-2. And the pitch on the way is outside. A lot of action going on behind me here as Ball Knob is scoring some runs here against Newport in the softball game. Wilson trying to battle back here. Pitch from Rowland and a curveball, half swing. Couldn't hold up and strikes him out. And now Rowland has 3 strikeouts in the ball game. That'll bring up Russ Hensley. Russ walked and was forced out at second by the shortstop back in the 1st. And he fouls the first pitch out of play and right into the center of the softball field. Jackets have spent pretty much the week here in White County. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday here for baseball and softball. Swing and a miss by Hensley. And Tuesday, the track team, a very successful night for the track team as they traveled to Ball Knob for the district track meet. Boys finished 2nd, girls finished 2nd, and qualified several athletes for the state track meet next week at Lincoln in Northwest Arkansas. Maybe we'll have some of those names before we get off the air of those performances Tuesday night in the district track meet. Pitch outside. Ball was 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Rosebud Harding up next here for the championship. Pangburn and Harding for the girls' championship. Curveball stayed with it. Ground ball towards short. Butler comes in, fields it, throws out at first. Good curveball by Rowland. Good job by Russ to stay with it to the last second and ground it out. Two outs. Carson McCormick, the hitter. Carson grounded to the shortstop. Back in the first, shortstop stepped on second for a force out. McCormick reached base at first but was stranded. And he'll step out as Roland takes a little too much time for him there. Here's the pitch and strike on the corner. Joe Chalk on deck. Here's the pitch outside. Evens count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Curveball shot towards center field. Center fielder comes in and makes the play. That's Cole Ramsey out in center field, and that'll end the inning. Jackets go down in order. We head to the bottom of the third. Pangburn 4, Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your health care needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Head to the bottom of the third. Clinton trails here by a score of 4-0. Pangburn got 1 in the first, 3 in the second. Clinton yet to get a hit today. Pangburn shut out the Yellow Jackets on only 2 hits on about 10 days ago, so got to get the bats going. Pangburn has 4 runs on 3 hits. Leadoff hitter for the Tigers, Rhett Tharp, reached on an error by the shortstop back in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and pop fly on the infield. Prince comes in. Now Hensley, I think Prince is going to run him off, and he does, and makes the play behind the pitcher's mound. And that's the first out here in the Pangburn third. Bo Baker, the hitter. Bo struck out to end the first inning. 1 of 2 strikeouts so far by Hastings. Baker takes a ball high. Still overcast. I think that's how this is going to go today. Overcast skies. Highs in the mid-70s. Swing and a miss by Baker. Slight breeze blowing from the left field line over to the right field line. Here's the pitch. Curveball, foul back. Good curveball by Hastings. That foul ball almost hit one of the softball players. The play was underway over there, and the ball landed in the middle of the field, just a few feet away from a player. Baker, count even 2-2. Here's the pitch, and fly ball foul again, and off to the left side. Count stays 2-2. Hastings trying to hold them close here. Penguin already leads 4-0 here in the third. Curveball. Just missed. Count now runs full 3-2. Good pitch that time by Hastings. Nobody on, one out. We're in the third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. And for the second straight time today, Baker goes down swinging. Third strikeout of the game for Hastings. 2 outs now in the Penguin third. Steven Tamajin, the hitter, singled and scored back in the second inning. Checkett's trying to retire the Tigers for the first time today in order. Tamajin checks Coach Crisp down at third for the sign. And the pitch is popped up on the infield a mile high. Hinchley comes in on the grass and makes the play. And for the first time today, Hastings sets down the Tigers in order. We head to the fourth. It's Penguin 4, Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with the cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway, or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for 1.5 years, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
How many people did on Facebook, like the owner of the Slim Chickens sent me a thing, said thank you for. So, sitting here talking to Reese McDonald and Katie McJunkins of the Lady Yellow Jackets. Off seasons began for basketball, and a historic run for Lady Yellow Jackets this year, winning a school record 31 games. 6 of the top 8 players return for next year. And looking for another exciting season of Lady Yellow Jacket basketball. Chalk leads off, takes a strike from Cade Rowland. Chalk fouled out to the first baseman back in the first inning. Rowland so far today, 3 strikeouts, only 1 walk. And that pitch is in the dirt. Chalk in the hole, 1-2. Here's the pitch, outside on a slow curve, evens up now 2-2. Evans, Butler, Hutchins, and Tharp on the infield for the Tigers. Baker behind the plate. Tamajin, Ramsey, and Kane in the outfield. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 3. Was 0-2, now it's 3-2. Chalk trying to lead off the 4th inning for the Yellow Jackets, trying to get something started here. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle, off the pitcher's glove to the second baseman. Hutchins throws and out at first on a nice play. Gets chalked by a step. Grounded up the middle, off the pitcher's glove to the second baseman. And for the first out here in the inning, that will go 1, 4, 3 if you're scoring at home. Jackets still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Cole Prince, the hitter. Curveball just a little bit inside, ball one. Titus Johnson on deck. And takes a strike on the corner, now 1-1. Jackets dressed in their Vegas gold jerseys trimmed in black with white pants trimmed in black and gold. And Prince fouls one back to the screen. Count now 1-2. Jackets looking for their first hit of the ball game. Evans in tight on the grass at third. Butler deep at shortstop. And strike three called. I think Prince might have been looking for the curve there. He's thrown a bunch of those today, and that was a fastball on the corner. And that's a fourth strikeout of the game for Rowland. Like I say, his brother may be watching over in Oklahoma today. He pitches for the Connor State junior college baseball team. Mom is the longtime successful basketball coach at Pangburn. Fly ball, Johnson left field. There's Tamajin, and he makes the catch, and that'll retire the Yellow Jackets in order, and that is 7 straight Yellow Jackets retired by Cade Rowland. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's Pangburn 4 and Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the trip, 94.7.
The all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton is gearing up for football season. Yep, we've got a huge lineup of Rams that are sure to fit all of your tailgating needs. So put on that lucky jersey and score huge savings during the summer clearance event. Can't wait to see you at the all-new Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Clinton and at cowboycdjr.com.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Pangburn already up 4-0. They're looking for more here in the bottom of the fourth. Yellow Jackets got to try to keep it close. Try to make a run at them before this one's over. Andrew McCord, the hitter. He had a beautiful sacrifice bunt back in the second inning when the Tigers scored 3 times. Now he's in the hole 0-2. And a curveball, strike 3. McCord retired on 3 pitches. That was a nice clicking curveball that time by Trammell Hastings. 4 strikeouts now for Hastings. And back to the top of the Pangburn order is Cole Ramsey. Fly ball, right field. Johnson on the run. That may drop, and it does. Fair in front of Johnson. Ramsey makes his turn, but he'll hang on at first as he took that outside pitch and poked it into right field. And Ramsey's on at first with only 1 out. Braxton Butler, the hitter, singled, stole a base, scored a run in the first. Was hit by a pitch and forced out at second in the second inning. Both at bats, he got down in the order, in the count 0-2. But came back to reach base. Jackets got to keep it at 4-0 here. Can't let them stretch the lead out. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Butler, a senior. Also played basketball during his high school career. Checks first. Ramsey gets back easily there. Ramsey's hit was the 4th hit of the game for Pangburn. 4 runs on 4 hits. Jackets still shut out without a hit. First, our pitch is high, fastball high, now 1-1. Middle infield looking for 2. That's Prince at short. Jones at second. Here's the pitch in the dirt, blocked by McCormick. Count now runs 2-1. Brian Hutchings on deck. And popped up on the infield. Hensley at the edge of the grass now takes a couple steps in, makes the play. And for the first time today, Butler's retired. 2 outs, that'll bring up Brian Hutchings. Hutchings walked in the first, was stranded at third, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, and eventually came around to score. Ramsey with a big lead at first. Now he gets back. Cole Ramsey's father teaches at Pangburn High School, and his mother ran the Boston Marathon this past year. Fly ball center field. Widener comes in a few feet, makes the catch, and for the second inning in a row, the Jackets retire the Tigers without a run. We head to the 5th. It's Pangburn 4 and Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Careers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65, South in Pleasant.
A service of King Sullivan Radio. K234BB at 94.7 FM. KGFL 1110 AM. Clinton.
Well, it's getting late. We're heading to the 5th inning. Jackets trail 4-0. Still looking for their first run. Still looking for their first hit. And my watch just said you're going to get some rain at 5:02. It's 4:55. We'll see. And Widener takes one on the corner, strike 1. I'll mention our great Yellow Jacket baseball, softball sponsors who jumped on. All of our great sponsors we have during the year for football and basketball. They're still with us. And you hear those commercials. We also want to thank those that jumped on for the baseball, softball season. Mickey Parrish and all the crew at Farm Bureau in Clinton, your local Farm Bureau insurance agency. Stop by them and see for all your insurance needs. And they're probably listening today. Hope they are. And we thank you all for your sponsorship of Yellow Jacket baseball and softball. One-two pitch to Widener. Slow curve high. Now 2-2. I want to mention Kyle Hensley, DDS. Open Monday through Thursday. That number is 745-5393. Located Highway 65 South across from Walmart. And a pitch, fly ball toward the second baseman. He'll take a couple of steps into the outfield. And Hutchins makes the play there, and he kind of jammed him with that pitch. And that's the first out of the inning for the Yellow Jackets. Dylan Jones will be the hitter. Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. That may be Phillip Jones out there in center field. That looks like his vehicle. He's been here all week supporting the Yellow Jackets. And you can have any real estate needs. You can check with Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. The office is the four-way stop down at Choctaw. The phone number 253-8985 if you want to get in touch with the man himself, Phillip Jones. Give his website a check, see what he has in stock, or tell him what you need, and he can probably find it. Jones skies it up a mile high in foul territory, and Rhett Tharp makes the catch in foul territory just outside of first base. And 2 Yellow Jackets are down here in the 5th inning. And that'll bring in Peyton Gray. Gray grounded to the third baseman, Evans, to end the 2nd inning. Takes a curveball for a strike here. Kerry Renfro at Academy Mortgage. Call some Pizza Hut. That's Woodell Street, 138 Woodell Street. Or you give her a call at 580-5215. And as I've said all year, they have a great website. It's educational if you want to learn about all the different types of loans and who qualifies for those. You can go to the Academy Mortgage website and learn all about that. Gray now down in the count 1-2. Mention the Clinton Stockyards. Sale every Saturday. Give them a call at 745-8819 if you want to know what's coming up, or if you need maybe some help in getting your cattle to the barn, they can do it for you. Also, check that Facebook page. If there's something new coming up at the sale that week, something special, it'll be on that Facebook page. The Clinton Stockyards on Facebook. Count even to Gray 2-2. And swing and a miss. And Gray goes down swinging. And that's the 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th strikeout of the game for Roland. It retires the Yellow Jackets in order. Roland has retired 10 straight Yellow Jackets. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's Clinton trailing Penguin by a score of 4-0. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Penguin comes to bat in the bottom of the 5th. They lead 4-0. Trammell Hastings back out for his 5th inning of work. Done a pretty good job today. Struck out 4. Hasn't given up a run since the 2nd inning. And has posted 2 straight scoreless innings against the Tigers. Trevor Evans' first pitch off the third baseman Hensley into foul territory. And he'll reach to start the inning there. And he knew that was going to be trouble because the ball went toward the base. And where that grass meets the dirt, it is so rough out there. The ball came up on Hensley. And Evans reaches on a leadoff hit. Penguin now 5 hits on the day. Cade Rowland, the hitter. Cade 0 for 1 today. Walked and was stranded in the first and flew out to right field to end the 2nd inning. Evans, pretty good runner. There he goes. Ball in the dirt. McCormick's throw to second, and just late. A really good play by McCormick even to make that close, as Evans had a big jump on Hastings, and the ball was in the dirt. McCormick backhanded it and threw a strike to second, but just too late to get Evans. Now Evans had a big lead at second. Ball in the dirt. Another good play by McCormick to block that one. Runner at second. Evans walking off. There he goes for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, but just too big a jump as the Yellow Jackets just let him walk off second and keep right on going to third. And Carson did everything he could there, but didn't have a chance. Throw was right on the money. Evans back-to-back steals, second and third. Count now runs full on Rowland. Rhett Tharp on deck. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Swinging on 3-0, and that'll get the run home. Prince is through across the diamonds. And a nice play by Joe Chalk as he dug that one out of the dirt. And he's done that all season long. And Rowland is retired at first. And now Penguin wants to appeal the play, saying that the first baseman, Joe Chalk, pulled his foot off the base. Whether he did or not, that was one heck of a catch by Joe Chalk. And they are going to call him out, and that'll be the first out of the inning. But a run does score. Penguin now leads by a score of 5-0, and now Coach Crisp would like an explanation from the umpire. Coach Crisp has done a great job this year in his first year at Penguin. They lost their top two hitters, their top two pitchers, and also a catcher that's now playing college baseball. And they finished third in the conference, won 13 games on the season, a team that won 20 last year, but with all those losses, they've been the surprise team of the year, I think. And Coach Crisp, along with Coach Butler, have done a really nice job at Penguin this year. Rhett Tharp, the hitter. Penguin with a long tradition of baseball. The town loves baseball. They've had some great teams over the years. The 80s and 90s had great teams, and then they've come back here in the, had a little bit of a dry spell and then come back here in the middle 2000s. Rhett Tharp, the hitter, his father, probably one of the best players ever to play baseball at Penguin, Ryan Tharp. Pitch is high. Ryan went on and played college baseball at Harding University. In fact, it's his father's team, I believe, that still holds the record for most wins in a season. Pitch popped up on the infield. That got in on Tharp's hands. Popped up. Prince comes in, makes the catch behind the mound. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And Bo Baker, the hitter. Bo 0 for 2 today, struck out twice. Penguin leads 5-0 here. Yeah, old timers at Penguin still talk about teams in the 30s when Penguin's heyday, when they were a much larger population. They even had their own American Legion team. Baker takes a ball. And some of the old timers still talk about a team they had in the late 30s, went on to the state tournament and beat George Kell's Newport team. George Kell now in the Baseball Hall of Fame, played for the Detroit Tigers, but they still talk about the day Penguin beat George Kell and Newport. Baker's hit by a pitch, and he'll reach base for the first time today. That's the second hit batter of the game for Hastings. Steven Tamaj, the hitter. Singled and scored. Now he shoots one toward left. Wilson coming over to his right, makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But Pangburn picks up another run. Jackets down to their final 6 outs. As we head to the 6th inning, it's Pangburn 5, Clinton nothing. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Got 4. We were discussing the scoring up here sent by the Pangburn scorekeeper, and we're kind of comparing notes here. I had 5 hits for the Tigers. He has 4 for the Tigers. But the big stat is Pangburn has 5 runs, and the Yellow Jackets have none. And Clinton's still looking for their first hit of the game. Rolling with a no-hitter. Heading into the 6th inning. He's retired 10 batters in a row. The top of the order up for Clinton and Nathan Wilson. Swing and a miss on the first one. Here's the pitch. Outside. Clinton had 2 runners on in the first. Had 1 runner on in the second. And have not had a runner since then. Here's the pitch. Slow curve. Caught the corner. Now 1-2. That really changes the at-bat. That was borderline. If he gets the call, advantage pitcher. If he doesn't get the call, then the hitter has the advantage on this pitch. Now it's 2-2. Jackets trying to get the leadoff man on here in the 6th. And a curveball fouled back. And out of play. And that one lands on the press box. They have one press box that overlooks both fields. Wilson battling, count 2-2. Here's Roland's pitch. Inside, almost hit him, back to the screen. Count now full. Cade Roland, only a freshman. Who said his mother, longtime successful basketball coach at Pangburn. I think over 500 victories coaching the Lady Tigers. And ground ball off the handle towards short. Butler comes in, fields it, throws, high throw, safe at first as he brings Tharp off the bag. Butler did a nice job of coming in and catching that ball in front of that lip out there. Got a good hop, but his throw was high. And Wilson reaches for the second time today on an error. And maybe that will get something started. Russ Hinch the hitter. Jackets trail 5-0. Throw to first. Nothing doing there. Hinchley 0 for 1 today with a walk. And he skies one in foul territory near the Clinton dugout. Tharp comes in, and Tharp makes a good play for the second time today right in front of the Clinton dugout. And that's the first out here in the 6th inning. Carson McCormick, the hitter. Carson reaching the first on a fielder's choice, was stranded. And flied out to center field. His last time up. By the way, Wilson, that broke a streak of 10 straight Yellow Jackets retired by Roland. Line shot, right field. Over Xander's head and to the wall. There's the first hit of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Wilson racing around second. They're going to send him home. He's going to score. Ball gets away from Hutchins at second, and McCormick will end up at third on a ringing triple by Carson McCormick, and that's the first hit of the game and the first run of the game for the Yellow Jackets. And he shot that pitch over the right fielder's head. Xander Kane out in right field. A little bit of a mishap with a throw back into second base. Got away from the second baseman. That allowed McCormick to reach third. Talking to the Penguin scorekeeper here, said the right fielder has a broken thumb. Yes, that may have hampered that play out in right field, but the Yellow Jackets are on the board. And I feel a few raindrops starting to fall. Job Chalk, the hitter, trying to cut into this Penguin lead. Off the end of the bat to second. Hutchins fields it over to first, out. Run scores, but now there's 2 outs in the 6th inning. McCormick knocks in a run and scores a run on that ground ball to second. And now Cole Prince up, swinging a miss on a pitch in the dirt. (5-2) the score. Jackets have cut into the Penguin lead. Prince trying to keep the inning going. Takes a strike on the corner. Now he's quickly in that hole 0-2. Winner of this one finishes third and be the 3 seed in next week's regional tournament. The loser will be the 4th seed. And ground ball towards short. Slowly hit. This could be close. Evans fields, throws, and out by a step at first. If that ball would have got to the shortstop, he probably would have beat that out. Evans cut in front of the shortstop, made the play, and that retires the side. But the Yellow Jackets do get their first hit and their first runs of the ball game. A triple by Carson McCormick knocks in one, and a fielder's choice ground ball by Job Chalk scores the second run as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's now Penguin 5 and Clinton 2. Listen to Yellow Jacket baseball on the trip, 94.7.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
A few changes for the Yellow Jackets here in the bottom of the 6th. Job Chalk will take over on the mound for Trammell Hastings. Peyton Gray will now go into the game. He has been the DH. Now he'll go in and become the first baseman for the Yellow Jackets. Good job today by Trammell Hastings. He pitched 5 innings on the day, the sophomore right-hander. Trammell's day will end as he gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Some of those runs were unearned. So the Yellow Jackets Had a couple of errors mixed in there, but all in all, a pretty good day for Trammell Hastings. Only a sophomore. He'll be back the next couple of years. And the junior now, Job Chalk, on the mound for the Yellow Jackets. Chalk's first pitch is a strike. Andrew McCord, the hitter. Andrew 0 for 1. Had a great sacrifice bunt back in the second. Struck out in the fourth. Now he's in the hole 0-2 here. And line drive towards second. Jones comes in, makes the play. McCord got that one off the end of the bat. Jones came in, made the play. One out here in the Penguin sixth inning. Back to the top of the order, and Cole Ramsey. Cole struck out in the first, walked and scored in the second, and singled in the fourth inning. Penguin 5 runs on 5 hits. Yellow Jackets 2 runs on 1 hit. This game's kind of flown by. Hour and 26 minutes right now. And a swing and a miss by Ramsey. Count even up 1-1. Chalk trying to hold them close, give the Yellow Jackets a chance in the seventh. Strike on the corner. Nice pitch from Chalk, and he's been filling up the zone since he's come in. Chalk, the right-hander, to the right-handed Ramsey. And a swing and a miss. And Ramsey goes down swinging. Chalk's first strikeout of the ball game. And now 2 outs here in the Penguin sixth inning. Braxton Butler, the hitter. 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and scored back in the first. Hit by a pitch. And also popped out. Shoots one toward right. Titus Johnson to his right. Makes the play. And the Tigers go down quickly in order. And we head to the seventh. It's Penguin 5, Clinton 2. Listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Trip, 94.7 and the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is the place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Jackets bat here in the seventh. I want to mention Chad Brown, attorney at law. The Browns are here today, I believe. Sam Brown, a part of the Yellow Jackets. He played in last night's ball game against Harding Academy. Chad Brown, attorney at law, downtown Clinton at 203 Court Street. For all your legal needs, he's right across from the courthouse on the west side and right next to City Hall. That big, bright new City Hall letters. You drive by there at night time. Also want to mention the Pottery Shop. John Treese and the whole family, and Todd Treese. Stop by the Pottery Shop. You'll see something every time you go that you haven't seen before. And remember that pop-up sale once every quarter. And whatever you make, arts and crafts, you can go down and sit up in the Pottery Shop parking lot and sell your wares. Give them a call at the Pottery Shop, 745-2060. Yellow Jackets trying to get a rally started here in the seventh. Reese McDonald has her rally hood on. And we'll see if it works. And a strike called. And Titus is in the hole 1-2. Titus 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the second. Flied out to left in the fourth. Here's the pitch and ground ball back to the mound. Rolling with a nice play. Trots over toward first. Flips it underhand to Tharp for the out. And one out here in the Clinton 7th inning. Rowland's gone all the way. Giving up only one hit. That was a triple to Carson McCormick. Struck out 5. Zane Widener, the hitter. Jackets down to their final 2 outs here. Widener 0 for 2 on the day. Rowland's pitch, swing and a miss on the inside corner. He's jammed a few Yellow Jackets today with that inside pitch. And a swing and a miss as he ran that pitch away from Widener. And now Zane in the hole 1-2. And pitch curveball away. Now 2-2. Cade struck out 5 so far, only walked 1 and had 1 hit batter. Jackets need a couple runners to have a chance. And foul ball. I think it's going to get out of play. Baker gives it a go behind the home plate. And it does go out of play. Maybe a couple of feet and just missed a few Yellow Jacket fans down to my right. That's Sean Hastings. I see him jumping out of his chair and getting out of the way. And it landed right between 3 or 4 Yellow Jacket fans. I see the Browns down in that area also. Count stays 2-2. Any way to get on base here. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball. Borderline low. Rowland gets the call. 6th strikeout of the game for the Tiger freshman. Raindrops begin to fall here, but not too heavy here in Searcy. We're on the east side of town, bordering 167. Maybe a half mile from the Super Center. Jones skies it to left. That may do it. And the shortstop goes out. Now the left fielder comes in, makes the play. He falls over the shortstop, but hangs on to the ball. And Tomajan out in left field makes a nice play as he comes in, calls off the shortstop, makes the play. And that'll end the game. And Payman will win this one today by a score of 5-2. Over the Clinton Yellow Jackets. Well, stay with us for the postgame show. You listen to Yellow Jacket Baseball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
You know, life here wouldn't be the same without a sense of community. This is a wonderful place to live. The home of the Chuck Wagon Races, Greers Ferry Lake, and of course, Joe Lee Chevrolet. You know, Joe Lee Chevrolet is famous for fairness, honesty, and square dealing. Now for 4 generations. Sure, you can buy a new Chevrolet car, truck, any other place, but this isn't anywhere. This is home. They invite you to come on down to Joe Lee Chevrolet, where they have large rebates and incentives plus low interest rates. Joe Lee Chevrolet, Highway 65 South in Clinton.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, We're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Well, back here at Riverview High School in Searcy, Arkansas, Yellow Jackets lose today to Penguin by a score of 5-2. The Yellow Jackets will finish 4th in the district tournament as they head to the regional tournament next week at Walnut Ridge, where they'll be the 4th seed. We'll give you times early next week. I believe it starts on Wednesday. It's May 5th through the 7th. And so we'll update you on social media. And Sid will probably have it on his morning show. And the Yellow Jackets will play and the regional tournament and Walnut Ridge next week. Last year, if you remember, the Yellow Jackets hosted the regional tournament, both softball and baseball. Well, Yellow Jackets lose 5-2 today. They lost 10-0 to the Tigers earlier in the season, and today lose by a score of 5-2. Had a chance early to take the lead in the first inning, didn't do it. That kind of set the tone for the ball game. Nathan Wilson reached on a walk, stole the base. Russ Hinchley followed with a walk, and the Yellow Jackets had first and third with only one out, but did not get the run home. Penguin came to bat in the bottom of the first with almost the same situation and was able to score a run, take a 1-0 lead after one on one hit. In the second inning, they picked up 2 hits along with a hit batter and picked up 3 runs and jumped out to a 4-0 lead, and then added to the lead in the 5th inning as they got a single, a couple of stolen bases, and a ground ball scored a run, made it 5-0. The Yellow Jackets fought back in the 6th inning as they got their first and only hit of the ball game, a triple by Carson McCormick after Nathan Wilson reached on an error, knocked home Wilson, and then McCormick scored on a ground ball by Job Chalk, and the Yellow Jackets had cut the lead to 5-2, but the Yellow Jackets went down in order in the 7th inning and lose today by a score of 5-2. Got to tip your hat to Cade Rowland, the 9th grade pitcher for the Penguin Tigers. He went into the 6th inning with a no-hitter, gave up a triple to Carson McCormick, and then retired the side in order in the 7th inning. So Cade Rowland today goes all the way. Struck out 6, walked only 1, hit 1 batter, only gave up 1 hit and 2 runs on the day. Winning pitcher today for the Tigers, Cade Rowland, picking up where his older brother left off the last 4 years. And Cade Rowland, the freshman's got a bright future ahead of him also, and this Tiger baseball team. Penguin now will move on as the 3 seed next week in the regional tournament. They're now 14-7 on the season. The Yellow Jackets now fall to 12-10 on the year, and they'll be the number 4 seed next week at Walnut Ridge. We'll update you on the days and times for that. Today's ball game lasted 1 hour and 33 minutes under 76-degree weather here in Searcy. Our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game today, same as yesterday, it'll be Carson McCormick. Another great job behind the plate by Carson defensively. Carson also picks up the only hit of the day for the Yellow Jackets, a triple, knocking in a run, and he also scored a run. So once again, for the second day in a row, he accounts for all the Yellow Jackets' runs. They scored 2, he knocks in 1, and he scores 1. And so Carson McCormick, our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, only a sophomore, Carson McCormick. And we want to thank First Arkansas Bank and Trust for all their support of Yellow Jacket Athletics, located in downtown Clinton, the Cash Saver parking lot. And you can stop by anytime there at the bank. Also have a thing called The Cube. Give them a call, see if The Cube can do is a good product for you at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. 21 locations around the state of Arkansas, including Damascus, Guy, Greenbrier, and, of course, ATMs and internet banking, First Arkansas Bank and Trust. I want to thank them, along with Cowboy CDJ, all year long for bringing you the live stream broadcast of Yellow Jacket football, basketball, baseball, and softball. First Arkansas Bank and Trust and Cowboy CDJ. Well, Jackets get 2 runs on 1 hit. Paymer gets 5 runs on 5 hits, and the Tigers win today by a score of 5-2, but the season's not over. We head to the regional tournament next week in Walnut Ridge. We want to thank Keith Parrish back at the studio, working the board as he always does, keeping us on the air. I want to thank Sid King for putting us on the air. I want to thank Crystal Barnett as she works with our sponsors. And we want to thank all the great fans of Clinton that tune in and support the Yellow Jackets no matter what the sport is. We couldn't do it without the fans. Well, until next week, this is Mike Hawley. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long. Thanks, Keith. Great job.